My name is James, and I've been selling on eBay going on 23 years. So for my 23rd year, I wanted to start making some direct videos of procedures, processes I do or have done that has made my business what it is today. Now, this is not about being pretty and perfect. It's about being productive and profitable. Now, if your desk is always a mess, you're my people. If it's always tidy and clean, then you may be spending a little bit too much time doing the wrong things. So for this first video here in this series, I'm going to show you some very simple things to list a lot of items and to hold yourself accountable. Because if you want to build independence and financial freedom, you've got to keep growing. Now, what you're going to see is just the way I do things today. One thing that you always got to keep in mind, especially with new technology, especially with AI coming out, always look for new ideas or new procedures, new steps to shave time off of each step that you're doing, because it's all about doing it as quick as you can, as thorough as you can, and doing as many as you can. Now, first, what I'm going to show you, if you don't know, is drafts on eBay. As you can see right here, I've got 507 drafts going right now. What is a draft? Well, if you come over here to listing templates, this is where you start. If you sell the same thing over and over again, it's very convenient to make a template for that. I have templates for baseball hats, different styles, baseball cards, Blu-rays, DVDs, books, cassettes, DVDs. What a template is basically putting in all the repetitive information, so you don't have to keep typing it over and over, because it's about saving time and getting through the process as quick as possible. I'll give you an example right here for a men's t-shirt. If you click on this and create a listing from this, you will see here that in the title, I already have men's t-shirt size large already set up. So you don't have to change any of that unless your size changes. You can change that to medium, small, etc., etc. Or like I do, I've got a template for each size. You come down, it's already in the t-shirt category. It's already in the spot where I want it in my store category. And then here, on the required item specifics, I try to fill out everything with just generic labels, and I can change it later. Something like color, I leave it all on multicolor, but what I do is in the title, I will type blue at the end of my statement here, because it's quicker to type blue in the title than to say, come down here, click on this, click here, and start typing blue. Whoops, I hit a space. Then click on blue. It's a lot quicker just to type it in the title, and then blue will automatically pop up here in your item specifics. All you have to do is one click on it. For me, that is a quicker process. So when I talk about trying new things to shave seconds off of your process, that's one of the examples of something that you could do to shave some time off. And then also with the branded shirt, that one, there's really no way around it. I usually don't change it unless it's a brand name that sells because of that brand name. If it's something like Gildan or Fruit of the Loom, nobody's out there, in my opinion, looking for Gildan t-shirts. So I just leave it at that personally. But you do what you feel is necessary for your business. This is just an example of how I do mine to keep it quick, because it's about getting through, especially if you have a stack of t-shirts, it's about getting through that stack as quick as possible. And for me, it's only about filling in what's going to help that item sell. You come down, of course, you change the price if necessary. Then everything else is already set up for you. Your payment policy, your buy it now format, the shipping policy you want to use, and even the approximate weight that it's going to cost and the package you're going to put it in. So that's all set up for you, and then you hit save for later. If you have more than one, a nice thing to do, instead of typing within that first one, like say you had a Metallica t-shirt like I'm wearing today, instead of typing Metallica in that, go ahead and come all the way down like I did, hit save. Hit this and say you've got a stack of 10 t-shirts you want to list. Go ahead and make yourself 9 copies of that template out here. So you don't have to keep clicking in over here and clicking in men's large t-shirts. It's right here for your convenience. Again, another little step that's going to shave seconds off of your listing process. Another thing about that draft process, when you have, say, all 10 t-shirts, why do I keep wanting to say sheets? All 10 t-shirts completed, you can say, okay, all these t-shirts are going into box A1. You hit that, you go to submit all of them together. You can change that SKU on all 10 at one time. These 10 shirts are going in A1. Very simple. You don't have to keep adding it to each one individually. Another step to make it quick and painless. Now, when it comes to listing items, the steps I'm doing right now is creating a lot of drafts first and foremost, doing it step by step. You see, I got 507, I just made those 10, 507 drafts made. But all that's completed on those drafts are the pictures. Now, why would I do that? Because doing the same thing over and over again, repetition, is the quickest way to do things. So if you have a stack of hats, quickest repetition is go ahead and take pictures of all those hats. So you go in, you open your template for your hat, you times it by 10, you take 10 pictures, you times it by 10 more, take 10 more pictures, and you do that repetitive over and over again. You can take pictures for 500 listings in a day easily. So that is one of the benefits of doing it this way, is the repetition makes it a lot quicker. Next up, how do you keep yourself accountable? Well, for me, it's about, there's a saying, out of sight, out of mind. So if you keep something in sight in front of you all day long, it's going to keep motivating you that, hey, I've got a goal to make, keep going, keep going. What I do right here, you will see a notebook. And on this notebook, you will see every day of the week. The numbers all the way over to the side over here is the amount of items that I sold that day the week prior. So I want to at least list that many items per day. If you notice right here, that number 372, I'm guessing I'm looking at it backwards, that's the number of the total for the whole week. Well, I want to have that number done by Friday. So I want to have the 372 that I sold last week, I want to have that done by Friday. That way I can spend the next 2 days growing the store. I've kept up with what sold. Now it's time to grow the store. So my Saturday and Sunday, if I have 500 drafts that are pictures taken and I'm down to, well, say I'm still at 507, I want to bust out as many of those I can on that Saturday and Sunday, and that will be the growth of my store. On those days where I sold 77 items, I listed 78 items that day. I also want to take pictures of at least double that number to keep my drafts full, because if you keep ahead of your drafts, then your day, the repetition, it's just going to keep getting faster and faster. You're going to get more listed and listed. So if you stay ahead of it, you list a certain amount every day compared to last week's sales, and you double that by keeping new product going into your drafts with the pictures. And that pictures is a huge step. That's a huge step out of the way that when you finally go in to fill in the inventory, the details on these, you'll realize how much quicker it is, being you've already had the pictures taken on those items. So for me personally today, that's where I'm at. That's how I do things. My goal is to have everything in here drafted, pictures taken. So if it's in here, it's got a picture and a draft created for it. You are only allowed 5,000 drafts though. So that is a little bit of a downfall if you want to do volume. So you got to make sure you don't, you keep up with that. So like some of these items over here, they've already got pictures. They're already waiting for me to complete them and get my listings done for the day. And then I go to my pictures, pull stuff off the shelf, same items. I'll pull 10 CDs, I'll pull 10 8-tracks, I'll pull 10 cassettes. Do things the similar, keep them separated as such. When they come into your listing area, keep them separated. Do the same thing over and over again. You're going to get quicker and quicker as time goes on, and you're going to be able to list a lot more. So hope a lot of that makes sense. Hopefully there's something there that can help you guys out. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to have more of these detailed videos for you guys in the future. Let me know below what you need help with, and I will make a video for that. Thanks, everybody. See you all in the next video. Later.